Good morning, John, Trevor, Natasha, Carlos. John is coming. Okay, I think, yeah, we are one minute after 10. I will start, and please just let me know if all of you received the workbook for today. And if not, what I will do, actually, I will put it into chat. Give me a second. That means if you want your workbook, you can find it in chat. Guys, let me know if that works. I send the link in a chat, and that means I shared the workbook there. If you feel like just listening and talking and having some interaction, please do it. And don't worry about workbook. You can do it afterwards as well. It's just a little bit of tool to have and a little bit of questions to have as a wrap up of the session. I want to be sure that you can use it, even if you're not here. And I will start and this way. If you can see something or if you can't hear me, please just put it straight away into chat because I can't see all of you, but I will try to pay attention to our chat conversation if I need to fix something. Welcome. Today, we are going to talk about sales. And what I would like to share, like, first of all, why I'm doing that is basically what was coming from my clients all the time was actually a lack of sales skills or lack of maybe activities or attitudes towards sales, the positive attitudes towards sales. And what I found, that was also my mistake when I started my business. And I realized when I was working with Red Bull or different brands, I was able to sell and negotiate really big contracts, and it wasn't really a problem. But when I started to work for myself, I realized that I wasn't practicing my sales practice or sales skills, and I wasn't actually using that for my business. And there was a few different reasons. Probably I didn't trust myself, didn't trust my product, or there was always something. And we all going through different stages. When we start business, of course, it's hard and we are not sure how much value we can add to our clients. We're trying to figure it out. We're testing a lot of stuff at the beginning of the business. That means there's a lot of things and a lot of stages. And what I would like to talk about today, this is something that I just share because I want to be sure that you know that I have 19 years of experience in business, and I did achieve amazing results with a few companies. It is not because of me. It was because of really, really great team and really, really great people willing to learn, willing to actually change their attitude and behavior, and willing to really try new things. That means when you want to start sales and you want to be really great in your business and sales, you need to show a little bit of courage. You know, it's not going to happen just with sitting in our comfort zone, and no one else is probably going to do that for us before we have the big sales team, of course. But also when you have your big sales teams, I believe you should be the person to teach them how to do it the best. That means today I will just kind of go through a few different stages and different techniques and different probably steps that I use in a smaller business and service-based business. I'm not sure who you are, guys. That means I don't know a lot of you. That means if you want to put in the chat, where are you tuning into? What is maybe the industry or area that you work in? That will be great. Then I can probably use some examples from my clients from the same industry. That means feel free to share. Introduce yourself. It will be amazing. You can probably use it as a networking as well. And who I am, my name is Alex, and I work and have businesses in Europe, Thailand, Caribbean, and now in Australia. And it is already 19 years for me in business. And I also, of course, work when I finished my university, I worked for Red Bull for a few years, and I really love and really probably fell in love with the behavior and thinking, because I realized everything is in our thinking patterns. Everything is in our behavior. If we can't sell, I always said it's something that we probably showing up to people. Maybe they don't trust us. And if we are not mastering human behavior, it's really hard to understand our clients or prospects that are sitting in front of us. That means I will show you a few different things, like what we do for our clients. We, of course, helping them increase the sales and revenue. Of course, when we work with teams, we help teams to master the sales process, or we help teams to master the sales process and, of course, increase the revenue. I think that's probably normal for all coaches. If I have some coaches here, you know that the major thing when you do business coaching, you really try to help your clients to increase revenue and have more money and work less. That's the major point, or that's the major goal and result I want for all of my clients. I want them to have their own life, their personal life, their family life, but I also want them to have fun, but I want them to actually achieve amazing results in business. And it's all possible, and we can always have our amazing life and we still can make a lot of money. And if someone says that it's not about money, I would say that's BS, because business is about money. If you don't have cash flow, we can't run business. If we don't create revenue or profits, we can't really run business. That means, yes, we are focusing on money and always measuring KPIs or KPIs. And I can explain that a little bit later. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Trevor. Thank you very much. Happy to have you here. And yeah, window and door industry. Great. Flexi Tribe. I like that. Awesome. There's a few different tips. And I have a YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I will have a look on that. That means, guys, if you want to share maybe something, what do you think there are most common mistakes in sales? You can maybe say something from a perspective of seeing you as a client or prospect, and somebody try to sell you, like you probably saw something that you didn't like, or what do you think that you did as a mistake and something that didn't work for you? Because I believe you already all of you tested some sales techniques and practice. That means if you have something, jump in, please feel free to unmute yourself or put it in chat. I would like to hear, what do you think, or what did you see as a mistake, maybe from other people or from yourself in sales? We have a very quiet room. I can see Mike is smiling at me. No one? Okay. We don't want to talk. That means I probably didn't.
Alex, I'll talk.
Cool.
I'll say something. So I think the biggest problem with sales and that is actually doing the sales. Making those calls and speaking to people, whether that be emails or picking up the phone or approaching people and things. And that's the hardest, because you always have this, I suppose, feeling that what happens if they say no, or maybe not a what if. You always just think they're going to say no, so why bother? Yeah. So I think that's probably the hardest thing about sales, is actually committing to making the sales call or the sales talk or the pitch or something like that. So yeah, for me at least, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much, Mark. No, that's great share. And honestly, that's 90% of people, they had trouble to get into that first step to do call. That means, if I understood, basically, what do you think when you think about the mistake is that actually we don't work on our mindset and beliefs and attitudes first, because we don't have that courage, and we are actually let maybe fear to create massive obstacle, and we don't overcome that. Yeah. Is that right? What you try to say? Yeah.
Yes, cool. I think so. That's probably there.
Alex, can I just jump in?
Yeah. Hi, John. How are you?
Okay, hi, Alex. Yeah, I just wanted to share. I think the classic mistake that a lot of people make is not identifying the need of the client.
Love that.
And it's not rocket science. That can be as simple as just asking them, what's your need?
Yeah.
I was recently, a couple of years ago, I remember going out to buy a new car. And I thought that, these new car sales companies would, have their sales staff trained up well in sales techniques. But yeah, I was surprised by how many of them did not ask the classic, the basic question, John, what do you need a new car for?
Awesome. Yeah. That's such a great point.
Car's got this features and it comes in this colors and it goes fast. And I'm thinking, well, that's great, but that's so I was really flabbergasted. So it can be as simple as, and so it doesn't matter whether you're selling a car or selling a, accounting service or mowing lawns.
Absolutely.
Even just asking that's obvious question, what do you need? What do you need this product for? What do you need this? Why do you think you need it?
Yeah.
Can really help you then frame your service delivery to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for sharing. That was really, really good share. And it's so true. And when you say that, yeah, exactly, that's what we shouldn't do. We shouldn't tell people basically like, hey, this is the future, this is why you should buy it. But basically we don't ask the benefit they need or solution they are looking for. We really need to understand what benefits and value we can add to client. That's such a great share. Thanks. And basically, I just put it together as a common mistakes for you that I would like to talk about a little bit, because the major obstacle is the ability to get prospects to take action. And I want to just touch base there, because why that happens, it's because what Mark shared, that we are scared, we are not sure about value we are delivering, we are not sure about a lot of things. We don't probably know of a prospect or client that is sitting in front of us. And that's why we can't really get them to take action. And sometimes we have so many leads, we know how to do lead generation strategy. Now we are going to networking, we have so many people we meet, but we still don't ask them to take action. That's the major mistake, that we'll do a lot of work, sometimes for a year, but we really don't ask for sales, or we don't ask them to take action. Or even if it's call to action for free stuff from some resources or another, I always said, always advertise at every interaction, always advertise another interaction. That means if your prospect is sitting in front of you, at least if it's not prepared to buy, at least advertise or ask them, okay, can I call you in 1 month time? Or can I get together with you, for a dinner or lunch again? Whatever it is, don't let people just go away because they are not prepared right now, but they are probably there with you because of the reason they need you. But there is maybe something they need to still overcome or work on. And there's a lot of objections that we can talk about. Mentally fit. There is another thing. A lot of people, I know you all hear about the imposter syndrome or about some, obstacles, and people don't believe themselves. Mentally fit, that means we need to have some kind of self-esteem. We need to know that what we're selling is great, and that's going together with beliefs. We need to believe in our product. We need to believe in our service. We need to believe, and we need to see the value we are providing to our client or prospect. If we don't have any self-confidence, just imagine that you are meeting with someone that is kind of scared to talk to you and is very quiet, and you're not going to buy from them. The major thing is when it's not confident person in front of you, and they're not confident about their product, their brand, or their whatever they offer, then you're not going to buy it, because they need to actually, that confidence needs to talk through your body, through your energy. You need to be so sure, because I will also never buy from anyone who is trying to sell me something and is kind of like not sure actually what is going to, give me or what value they're going to provide. Beliefs are really important. Every sales book, if you can imagine every great author, then when they speak about sales, they always said, work on your beliefs first. I mean, it's believe that you're good enough for the client. If you're meeting someone, that was happening to me when I started my business, I was actually trying to negotiate a big contract, and I was like, oh my God, like, that person is already CEO for 20 years and I'm just starting, what actually I can offer. And I put myself down straight away. That means I didn't believe in myself. How the other person can believe in you? Of course, he didn't buy from me because I didn't believe in myself. And he was like, okay, you probably need to come, 20 years later then. And I want you to really think about that. If you don't believe in your product or your service, maybe have a look what needs to be changed or how you want to do it. If you don't believe in that, just have a look and ask your clients, maybe your past clients, what value did you deliver, how they feel about your product. Get some feedback, because feedback is really great tool to actually help you to grow your business and help you to create amazing products and services. I use for my coaching, I used to run a whole year. I did that was the Quantum Leap I did with a few groups of people for free. I was just testing. I had 20 people in the group and I was testing the product, the service. And it didn't work because it was too much content. And they gave me feedback. They said, look, I just can't digest so much content. We need to squeeze it. We need to make it easier for people. That means I was actually getting from 4 months program to 2 months program. And I was changing my product till people actually love it. And that's the same thing when we offer products or services. We need to really develop how they work the best. The delivery, I think you all know about marketing mix. There is all promotion, product pricing and all major areas in your marketing mix that you need to actually have really, I guess, mastered. That will be probably the right word. Attitude, well, if you have and keep your attitudes towards sell the way like, yeah, I hate sell, I don't want to do it, or I just don't like it, and you will kind of procrastinate. That's the big thing, and avoid the sales or avoid the sales conversation. You're not going to sell. Trust. This is the major and most important point. If like people asking me at my sessions usually why I can't sell, people always tell me like, I don't have time, I don't have money. I always go back and I said, because they don't trust you yet. That means if people don't buy from you, or they try to find all different excuses, trust me, they're just excuses. And now I'm not saying to be pushy, because only thing is that you don't try to push them to sell. You never try to push them to sell. You just try to build the trust. And that's basically, I think it's the 9 point, that don't think closing, think the relationship. This is going really well with trust. We don't think about closing the deal or business straight away. Like, of course, that's the outcome we want. Of course, keep it in mind. But when you are with a person, you don't know first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or maybe 1 hour, or maybe 1 week, if the person actually is great fit for your product. That means give yourself time to really, really think about relationship and long-term relationship. Why I'm saying that, because you remember when you will have your clients now, you want to build up a long-term relationship that a client can stay with you for another 20 years or, for 15 years. And we know the easiest way to sell is to sell already your clients. That means you can upsell, cross-sell, downsell. You can always play around that. And because they already know you, they already know that you're great in something, they already know you added value. It's so much easier to have them coming back or have them to refer someone to you, like to create just the sales for today and push them to buy, make $10,000 sales today. And tomorrow you will be like, okay, but they didn't send me anyone. They didn't help me to maybe find more clients. They didn't give me testimonial. There's no point. That means always focus on long-term relationship, long-term contract, and really think about them as a potential clients for all next 20 years in your business. And of course, empathy. I don't need to talk about our soft skills and sales skills. They actually coming from listening skills and questioning skills. And I always said, please just learn to ask questions. I gave you in your workbook a little bit of questions to ask yourself and understand actually where we are, because what we do in coaching, we ask questions, a lot of questions. That means for me, it is probably easier now to sell or have sales conversation, because I was going through coaching development or coaching courses. But the thing is, even though you don't have it, it's really natural to take care of people and being interested in people. That means just really stop thinking about sales and the dollars in front of you when you have prospecting in front of you, but start to think about them as a person, as a human being, as a person that really needs probably help, or they really need your product. But when you're pushy, they're not going to get it, and they're going to get it from someone else anyway. That means really think about those important things, build the long-term relationships, and focus on adding value to your clients, build the trust. That means when any kind of objections will come, if you build the trust, the objections are not coming, because people trust you and people know they want to buy from you. And the trust also, when you're building the trust in relationship, of course, you need to focus on showing people the value, the benefits they will get when they work with you, or when they buy from you, or when they use your products. If you don't highlight the benefits for them, they don't care if you are here 20 years and you have this amazing product and it looks shiny and it looks beautiful. They don't care. They just want to know, what does that mean for them? That means focus on your clients, understand what they want. And that was from you guys, from your comments as well. It was great. That means what I will talk about a little bit, a few different steps that I will suggest to do before you start your sales process. And the first and most important is always, for me, that will be being mentally fit. That means really build the mindset and understand how to overcome resistance. And what I mean by resistance is we have those negative feelings, like, oh, I just don't want to call people. I just don't want to do it. Like Mark said, like to do that first step, just really go towards the goal. Like, I'm going to do 100 calls today, and have that attitude and the belief that you can do it. This is all something that we need to build, because when our mindset, our thinking is stopping us, we are never going to take the action. And that's very simple model. I will show you probably this one. Basically what happens when we are going to do, for example, our sales calls or sales conversations or meetings. Now, that's really neutral. That's just some activity we need to start to do. Now, what is happening? The first thing what is happening is thoughts. We are having crazy thoughts like, okay, but I'm not good enough. Oh, what if this person tells me no? Or what if, and we start to like really coming from that fear and anger or frustration and trying to avoid it. And we ended up maybe procrastinating or maybe just trying to create the best post ever. And we going towards the perfectionism. There's a lot of people I have in my course right now. It's like, no, I'm not going to do the post. I said, no, you're doing the post in 5 minutes. And they're like, no, it will take me 1 hour. I said, if your post will take you 1 hour to post on social media, don't do it, because that's waste of time. I mean, it's really understanding that we have some resistance. Everyone has different resistance. If you have some comments or ideas or questions that you want to ask, please put it in the chat, and I will be happy to answer. But basically what happens on that thought perspective, we have thoughts unconsciously written in our programming from childhood. This is coming from neuroscience. That means when you think about anything that happened to us before, just created our mindset, and it's unconsciously done. That means what we do, 99% people always do coming from the negative perspective. That means we're judging, we're comparing ourselves. We have all these syndromes, we are scared and we're coming from fear. I want you to stop there. When you have those thoughts, I want you to just pause. The first question probably would be, what is the worst thing that can happen if you do sales calls? Somebody tells you no. Now, what is most important, you need to remember and you need to exercise this thought that is not personal. Remember that when person tells you no in the call or email, or they are not interested, I'm getting so many messages that people are not interested, but I'm also getting a lot of messages they are interested. And I want you to think about it the way that person doesn't say no to you. They say no because maybe they are busy. Maybe they just need to take kids to the school. Maybe they are sick. Maybe something really bad happened in their family. Maybe they have some issues. Maybe they're going through divorce. You don't know about that person. That's why I always said, don't judge straight away the situation. And I shared a video about beliefs in my podcast. I can share it with you because that's exactly talking about this situation, that we see only what we were programmed for. That means when I go, for example, through the breakup and I create belief that I'm not attractive enough, 10 years later or 5 years later, I'm going to the party or event and 8 people tell you like, oh, you're beautiful, you look amazing today. And one person tells you, your dress are a little bit weird. You will remember only that one comment that your dress are weird. I mean, I want you to see that because that's how we are programmed and that's what we see in the world. And that's what we see in the sales, in the marketing, in our business. If we are seeing and we are programmed for these negative things and that's self-doubt, we don't trust ourselves or we don't believe in ourselves, we see only these things. And everything that needs to be changed, it's on that beliefs perspective, on that thought perspective. That means what you can do, you can only pause yourself when you're going through resistance and some negative emotions or feelings. You just pause yourself. You don't do anything else. You just inhale and exhale and really think about that if you're coming from understanding and acceptance and you really think the best about your client and yourself, what would be the attitude and feeling? And probably you will come up with something like, I would love to actually help my client. If that person in front of you or on the other side of the phone call is actually someone that really needs me, I need to be the best person to explain that. I need to actually give them the idea of the benefits and actually how I can help them. That means you will really focus on the positive benefit of your product or service for the client. And you will ask them so many questions because you will naturally want them to explain everything what they're going through in their life. That means really understand that there is understanding, and the side I always said is in ease, being in ease. If you're not in ease, you don't go through sales. You just pause, because your results at the end will be probably not the best, because we create our feelings and emotions through those resistance moments. But this is just a little tiny bit of neuroscience and how that works in our brain. This is not woo-woo or something made up. This is really how our brain works. I just want you to remember that your belief can be changed. You need to understand what are your limiting beliefs about yourself, and you need to shift them, because if they are still limiting you, nothing is going to change in your results. Anyway, I gave you some questions. That means if you will check your workbook, just have a look and write some answers about what you believe about yourself, about your service, about your brand, and what do you believe, what is the value that you actually deliver to your clients. And really write down everything what you deliver, because that will be the most important part of your offer. Now, second thing that I was doing mistake with targeting. A lot of people tells you, you need to know your ideal client, your avatar. I agree with that, but also I don't agree, of course, to know your avatar ideal client forever. That doesn't make you work only with accountants if you decide to target accountants today. That means always be a little bit flexible. What I did last 6 months, I was targeting accountants, and I got artists into my course. Okay, that means it doesn't matter. It's just more about choose the target. And why I'm saying that, because when you create your marketing, your sales, or you try to connect with people, imagine that you are on train station. Now you're screaming in a really busy train station full of people running around, and you are like, hey, listen to me. Hey, everyone, listen to me. Nobody cares. But when you stop and you scream, hey, Steve, probably a lot of, Steve guys will actually answer. And they will feel like you called them. That means the major thing about the targeting and understanding who is our ideal client is to be sure that we can actually create marketing and sales and copy towards them, and they need to hear you. And that doesn't mean that we're excluding other market, but also there is, like, I always make it so easy for my clients. Okay, I said, please just think about 3 or 4 things straight away. Don't try to describe all behaviors of your clients. I had my first avatar exercise on 16 pages. Guys, don't do it. It was just a waste of time. Okay, that was something that I learned in some course, and I was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Didn't help me that much. Now what I do is like, for example, for 3 months of my campaigns, I'm targeting people that are in small business. They are accountants, financial planner, architects, and they have 5 million plus revenue, and they have 2 to 5 employees. This is all what you need to know. You don't need to know anything else. And after that, you're of course asking questions where you can find them. But that's your target market as an example. I don't want you to spend too much time on that. And what I do also, the other thing is people, like there's market that is easy to sell, and there is market that you need to negotiate, and it takes you a longer time. I'm not sure if you guys have any experience with that, but if yes, please just comment yes. But I can give you example. I work with bigger businesses as well. To negotiate the contract with a mining company or big national accounting firm, it takes me 6-7 months. Sometimes it takes me 6 months to go to actually come to the appointment with the right person, because I need to go through different people. If we will focus only on strategic partners or business or contracts that we can close, we will probably bankrupt. That means we need to have a few different avatars or a few different strategies. And what I do, I always have the strategic partners. That's the bigger companies that I want to do. Like I do trainings and leadership trainings. And that's my clients that I work ongoing towards the big contracts. I have small business as a clients as well. First of all, I don't want small business pay so much money as big business is paying, but I needed to create something for small business because I didn't want to bankrupt while I was waiting for a big contract. That means I created some programs for small businesses. Now, small businesses are happy because they don't pay a lot of money and they can grow their business, and I can give them all knowledge that I have from big or small business. Now, another partner or avatar I want you to think about is your referral partner. Now, or referral avatar. Referral partners are so important. Of course, they are your past clients that have really, really good experience with you, but some of you or some of us, didn't have referral partners at the beginning or past clients at the beginning, but then how you can find them and create a relationship with maybe 2 or 3 people. I always said that 12 people is a great number, because if you create a relationship with 12 people, they can be your referral partners, you can get 144 referrals a year. I'm not going into details, but that's basically 144 potential clients, and warm referrals usually have conversion rate, maybe 70% if you're good. That means you can actually get 100 clients, almost 100 clients a year from referral partnerships. Now, referral partnership, how that works, for example, for me as a coach, I have great referral partnership with people like Mark. He's branding and design, because he is working with the same clients as I work. That means when he is in front of my client and doing his work regarding marketing, he can say like, oh, do you need some help with sales, or do you need some help with your business growth? Oh, I can connect you with Alex. That means for me, that's great referral partner. If I will think about more referral partners, accountants, bookkeepers, and I want you to really strategize referral partners. Think about the industries or people that you already know probably. Who is actually working with your clients, your potential clients, and write down a few people and start to get for lunches with them, start to really create relationship with them, maybe help them for free. But think about that is really good idea to have people, they have direct access to your client. There was another example, that was health coach. I introduced her to gym owner, because I said, it's great because gym has already 1,000 members. You can be in front of their 1,000 members straight away. That's great referral partner basically, or strategic partner, because they're giving you their leads and their clients already. That means think about your referral partners or strategic partners that you can have in ongoing setup. Of course, you have your avatar, your client that you want to sell right now today, but also you need to focus on referral one and strategic one. Is that clear, guys? Are you okay? Maybe show me, yeah, thumbs up. Cool. Please just jump in if you have a question. Okay. And yes, that's from workbook. You have some answer. That means have used the workbook as a small exercise or something that you can prepare as a business plan part, where you will answer your industries around avatar or your strategic avatar or referral avatar. Maybe write down names if you already know some names and some people, and start to strategize how to connect or where you can find them. I usually have 30 to 40 days max between touching base with my referral partners. Yeah, referral partners are a great way to promote your business. Yes, Mark, I know I saw your referral partners as well, the new program. That's great. And just have a look and really write down people that you can connect with. Like, for example, another thing is lawyers. I have great lawyer that I connect every 30 days. We had lunch. Of course, we didn't have lunch during the Christmas time, but now I was basically afterwards, when everybody went to the school and back to work, I sent all my referral partners emails and I said, let's catch up, January, February, let's do it again. And let's have a beautiful lunch. And I have a conversation. That's another probably tip. When you have conversation with the referral partners, you have friendly conversation, but not everyone knows or understand that, yes, we can refer to each other. That means that is another thing, how to master the conversation. I can go deeper into that, but that probably is too much for today, 1 hour class. But you can actually kind of educate, not directly, but you can educate people, help them to understand how you can help each other business. And I learned the major question, or maybe like a sentence that I always said, like, let's have a look how we can actually help each other. Maybe actually your clients need me and maybe my clients need you. Let's have a look. And I offer help first. That means I'm always trying to find the clients for the person sitting in front of me, and they get it. Like, if you want to have smarter referral partners, they will get it. They will understand. And when you refer them first person and you said, look, this is great. Like I have someone that I want you to help with, for example, the contracts. And yeah, I will appreciate if you know anyone who needs help in business. And you slowly build up that referral partnership, or you can have open conversation with some people and explain them what you want. Some people have referral partnership. They're giving away commissions. They're giving away, 5% from sales, or they promise something. Or what I do, I do gifts. I like gifts. I like to give people, some beautiful cake or bottle of wine. I know I shouldn't probably advertise that, but it's just something that, people feel appreciated. That's all, because they help you. That means, yeah, build the relationships, most important part. And I'm so bad with the slides, guys. Sorry. Okay. The first step, just to really clarify, what is your offer? What is the value you offer to your clients? And there is ascension model. There's a few different levels of your offer that you can have. I always say the most important part is when you're on offline market, understand that you need to go online, because next few years, like the world is crazy. We know that next few years will be really helpful for your business if you can master some kind of platforms and you can actually start to maybe advertise, maybe organically grow your business online. And even though I do face-to-face coaching and I have office in Fremantle, I still do my trainings and workshops there, but I still can do online stuff. This is comfortable. You're probably at home or at your office. You can do it. You can, log in. We can have great chat. And it's also easier because to get you all in Fremantle sometimes is really hard, and, traffic and blah, blah, so many things. That means just to really understand that you can build your leads. You can get at least leads or potential clients, not only from offline, but also from online marketing. That means be clear on your offer. That means your ascension model should offer, I guess, entry level of offer. I think I put it here. That means you have like a lead magnet. That's something for free. Online, people that used to do online stuff know probably already that lead magnet is something that we offer for free, or it's some kind of tool that lead people into your business, into your services. Some people use free videos, free programs, or free PDFs, or this masterclass, for example. It can be lead magnet, because you have a chance to actually get to know people or meet them. And if you want to buy from someone, it's actually really good when you can actually see them before you buy something, because we never go online and purchase something for $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000. We probably purchase something for $40 or $30, but when we are spending more money, we are really having a look what it is, who is that, and if it's fake or if it's real. That means really think about that, what that can be in your business. Some people have free sessions. Some people offer, I don't know, if it's something with automotive service, they offer free check, of your car, or analytics. I don't know how you call it, guys. But there's always someone, whatever service you have or product, you can always offer something for free. And entry offer is something that people easily spend money. It's easy to spend $100 or $500. It's not that bad, and doesn't require a lot of your time. You give them something. For services, it can be group coaching, or it can be something in group you can do. Maybe something that you can do already automatized. You have already some kind of systems in your program or your website. Middle tier offer is something that you spend a little bit more time with your clients, and it's kind of a little bit more pricey. And top tier is when you have 100% of your time with your clients, and it's really something that it's more expensive. This ascension model is used by McDonald's, but by every company, or Bunnings, or whatever company you have in mind. They always have those kind of levels of offer that you can go through. And there are questions in your workbook to answer, and really think about what is your signature service, what is your actually value and offer that you provide, what you deliver, and what is your lead magnet. And probably just think about your 3 different levels of offer that you can do. And yeah, that's it. And we can go to prospecting strategy. Cool. I just need to check the time because I can talk too much, guys. Please. Everyone is okay? Not sleepy yet? Cool. I don't used to speak all the time, like all hour. I usually have interactive session. That means if you really want to do something, tell something, please do it, because I really, really like to talk to people. And I will just go through a few different steps, and we can have conversation or Q&A session. But okay, prospecting strategies. people usually use, or I can talk from my experience, we usually use the one thing, one strategy, and we are usually avoiding some strategies, some prospecting strategies. And I think that's what Mark mentioned as well, that there are cold calls that people hate. Everyone hates them. That means they're avoiding them. And I can give you an example from myself, from my clients, what we did at the beginning. Of course, I was creating. I was doing flyers, I was doing website, I was creating social media, I was creating all this amazing stuff, but I didn't get any client because I was not prospecting. I was avoiding sales conversation, real sales prospecting activity. I was avoiding cold calls. I was avoiding cold emails. Now, understanding that when we start business, first 1 to 5 years, sometimes for some people, first 2 years, and after they have clients, but it depends what type of product and service you offer. But first few years in your business, people don't come to you naturally, even though you can pay, advertisement, you can pay Google, of course, but still it's not the same. And still when the business is new, you don't have 10 leads coming every day or 20 customers coming or walking to your office. You have to agree probably with that. I don't know if anyone else has different experience. I would love to hear that if yes. But first few years, we are really trying to get clients. Now, we don't actually try. We don't do it. That's the funny thing. We know we have to get clients. We know we have to do prospecting and sales. We don't do it. And what I realized that I was doing all this creation, I was keeping myself, safe in my home office before, and what helped me actually to open a normal office that I can be face-to-face with people. And they can walk into my business, but still there's not a lot of people walking into business. It's just very different right now. Everybody is looking online to connect or find someone. Even if you want plumber, you ask people, or you'd find on Facebook or Google, you always look for people somewhere, but it's not really that you walk into business anymore. That means what you can do as a prospecting activity, for example, you can actually walk into businesses, and that can be your prospecting strategy, or you can actually do cold calling. And people have such a big resistance, but cold calling and cold emailing or cold messaging, it's the best and highest conversion prospecting strategy with highest conversion rate that you can imagine. And the magic is in how you do it, how you do your prospecting activities and sales activities. That means choose from offline and online. I think I've actually named some of them. Prospecting strategies, you can have offline cold calls, networking, bold walking, referral partnership, face-to-face events or summits and conferences. There's a lot of things you can do. And I'm never really pushing any more people to cold call, but I always said, I will appreciate it when you will try it, because it's not about say that I'm scared or I don't like to do it and I don't do it. That's not business behavior. That's not your bold, your courageous, your $1 million or $2 million behavior. That behavior that you're scared and you don't do it is probably behavior of someone that is making 20,000 or 30,000 and can have business as a side hustle, as a hobby. But if you have any of these strategies that you don't like to do, I will suggest to do it, because what is in the way is the way. And you will be surprised, the things that we are most resistant to, they actually bring us the most revenue or profits. That means think about that. And online strategies, there is a lot of stuff that I can teach, and I do it in my bootcamp program, that we do everything, basically automation, how to message, what is the script, how to create, how to prepare yourself for your calls. Now, I will give you a small thing, at least a little bit, how to prepare yourself, what to think about. When you're going to prospect, you decide to do something, like you want to get clients. I will say choose from prospecting activities 1 or 2 activities that you want to do. Now, put a number into that. How many calls, bold walkings, or emails you want to send. Now think about it. You can definitely do at least, you can do 50 calls a day, but let's say we are not going to push. Put yourself into 20 calls or 20 emails, but set up today what you're going to do today, tomorrow, or day after. Set up the plan for the week. Now, when you choose your activity, you don't need to do all of them. I do 8 prospecting activities. And today, this is the one of them, for example. And I'm very open about that because it's important. And it's important because I like it, and I believe you will be able to use something from this class, and I believe something from today can help you to grow your business. And I want you to choose the number. That means put your target to cold calling, cold emailing, whatever it is. If you choose something, some kind of activity, please share in the chat and give me an idea, what did you choose to do this week? What kind of offline or online strategy? And I will talk about them. And I will wait because I need to drink. Oh, it's so good to don't talk. Okay, Mark, what strategy are you going to do? John, another John, Callum, Trevor. I can see you guys. Reconnect with existing client. Good one. Great. I want to see more. To referral partners. Awesome. That's great. Cool. I'm waiting for more guys. Just please just keep going, because I'm really curious, because I would like to talk about, okay, when you reconnecting 10 cold calls, emails. Yes, that's what I was waiting for. Awesome. That's really good, Trevor. I'm really looking forward to that. And okay, I will talk about those three things. That means reconnect with existing clients. If I can just give you an idea, basically think about that, who you're going to reconnect, and what you're going to say, what is the reason of call or email. And if you can invite them at least for the meeting, that means really, because they are warm contacts, any kind of warm contacts, we can meet, we can invite them for coffee, that's easy. And when you will invite them for meeting, also write down before you go there, what is the actually result you want? Do you want them as a referral partners? Do you want them as a potential clients? Or do you want to offer them something? Just really think about that. What is the outcome? What is the goal of that meeting? And I want you to do it because after the meeting, you can actually test and measure. That's our last part. We want to test and measure and see what actually happened at the meetings. Maybe we can actually also ask some questions I share in the workbook, like what did I do well, or what I can do differently. Because from 10 reconnections with warm clients or someone prospects, you can actually get referral, or you can get maybe clients, maybe straight away client. I'm not saying straight away client, that's the first option, but you definitely can get referral or maybe some connection to another person from them. To referral partners, John, if you will look for two referral partners, think about that, what type of clients or what type of referral partners you can also help with, your clients. Like, for example, I know that my clients need a lawyer, but lawyer is also a great referral partner, and I know I can help him. And my lawyer is basically getting referrals from me every month, easily. That means I don't put so much effort into that, but I can help him as well, because that has to be both side relationship when we have referral partners. That means always think about that. Who is that person that you can help also, with your referrals? Okay, that will be just small suggestion. And cold calls, I don't know if you have any questions, Trevor, but what I did with cold calls, I started to look for contacts. Like, for example, I put together the avatar. Like I said, okay, today I want to contact accounting firms. I look for accounting firms from Fremantle area to Alpert area. And after that, I was spreading slowly to Bunbury and a little bit further. And after that, I was going to actually like Queensland or Sydney or Melbourne. Let me start some kind of process, pick up 10 people or 10 firms and have a look on the website, have a look who is the owner, who is the director, and just do a little bit of research. But I believe you all know that. What to do, but it's really good and really helpful, because I realized when I was just sending emails or calling them, it was pretty much answer was always no. But when I did the research and I actually send them, for example, email before I call, and I said, look, your website looks amazing. I love what you do. And I pick up something, like a lot of people do a little bit of like a charity, or they support some communities. And I always just touch the base around the area. Or if I saw the person is very active in leadership or is active on LinkedIn, then I check the posts of what actually the posts are about. Like if that person is even my avatar, if that person is actually interested in personal development, that means have a look actually who you want to talk to and why, if that is really the avatar you want to spend time with and you want to sell them, or you believe that your product will give them value. And there's also with cold calls, there's a script idea that I like to do, and it's actually working. That means first 4 or 5 seconds, I need to cover who I am, where I'm calling from, of course, and what is the reason for call. That means I kind of try to say in 2 or 3 sentences those 3 things, because they need to hear in that first few seconds why they should listen to you. That means focus on that, why actually they should talk to you, what value you can actually give them in that phone call, or what you want to ask. But really try to create that first 4 seconds or 5 seconds script. I actually used script. When I didn't have script, I was a little bit shaky. But at the beginning, I had script, I prepare myself. That means prepare yourself, guys, for any sales or prospecting activity, because that is a skill. If you prepare yourself now and you will start to exercise that, you can actually have a look, okay, this is, maybe this didn't sound good, I need to change that, what I can do differently, what I can do better. And if you master that and you will actually do it every day, even if it's 5 calls every day, you will actually wake up in a 2 weeks, 3 weeks time, and you'll be like, oh, this is easy, this is great. And you will start to have fun, because it's fun anyway, because you don't know what those amazing connections can bring you. And I think that's always exciting. Okay, process. So I don't know if you have time to talk about process quickly. Okay. When I was talking about this script and what to do and look for people and have a research a little bit of, you know, where they are from, what their website look like, what they do, that's the kind of preparation part. But I want you to think about your sales process. A lot of people, when they're starting the business or they're working for themselves, they don't write down process. Like there is no process. I'm using HubSpot, I'm using email automation, I'm using so many softwares, but I have very clear process, and that is actually already in set up. That's the better word, set up in my HubSpot, because how I can know my customer journey, how I can know what I should do next. That means I have my sales process the way that I have call. If it's cold call, I advertise in that short short meeting, or another short call. Remember, this is most important as well. The outcome of the cold call is not the sales. This is the magic. This is what I have with my client. We were doing cold calls and my client was shaky, nervous. She couldn't do it. And after 10 minutes, she was like, I can't do it. This doesn't work. And I'm really scared. And I was like, okay, what is the outcome you're expecting from the call? She was like, yeah, I want to sell. I said, no. You don't want to sell. Your cold call is not actually sales call. Your cold call is actually just creating a relationship, just to get to know someone. If you set up your mind, that will be your belief about the call, that is actually just relationship maker or relationship makeup call, or I don't know how you can call it, but create a name around that, because your first call is just the call to connect. After that, you advertise another connection. That means when you're leaving the sales call, even if they say no, ask them at least, can I send you at least follow-up email? Because you want to have another step with them. That means every call, every meeting, advertise another interaction. That's the probably best advice I can give you, because you're not going to get or let them go. And I have 3-step process in some kind. When I have warm meetings, when I have cold calls, I have 5-step process. That means think about, you have call, you try to advertise the meeting. Now you will say, yeah, can I come to your office 15 minutes time? You know, like I really need just 15 minutes. You have meeting with someone, you told them in 15 minutes, everything amazing, because you find out as much as you can from them. Now you will say, okay, can I actually introduce the proposal next time? That means you advertise another meeting, and now you have proposal. You deliver the proposal. Never send proposal by email and leave it. Never. When you actually going to give someone proposal, you need to talk to them. You need to see them, because when you just send someone proposal, you lost. Like the deal is lost. And after that, when you introduce the proposal, you ask for sales. And that's why you need to introduce the proposal personally, because you're asking for sales, for the closing the deal at the proposal presentation. And after that, you close the deal or you lost. That's fine. But at least you ask for sales. That means, remember, when you have proposal or when you're sending someone the idea how you can work together, always do it personally. And if someone is in America and you are in Australia, of course, do it over the Zoom or do it over the phone, but talk to person. Never just let them go with like email, like, yes, I do my work, proposal sent. No, that's waste of time. Okay. Still with me? Okay, magic questions. You have some magic questions in your workbook. The major thing is that what we do, we used to do like, oh, what did I do wrong? You know, what didn't work? And basically what is happening with our brain, that's again from neuroscience, our brain focuses on the bad things. That means we are looking for bad things that happen in our sales conversation or in our sales meeting, or, you know, we're looking for mistakes in ourselves. What is happening actually in our mind, we kind of building up the neural path of seeing bad things and focusing on bad things. That means when we are on a sales call, those bad things coming back, they're there. But when you change the question and you ask what I can do differently and what actually did well, what I did well, what was actually amazing in this conversation, and you start to write down the stuff like, yes, I was prepared really well. Yes, I create great rapport, great relationship, and I asked the right questions. When you start to focus on good things, you will actually develop the skill, the sales skill. That means that just kind of trick. And test and measure. Okay, I have the idea. This is very simple test and measure, very, very simple one. I usually use like a proper Excel sheets and stuff, and we can measure. Or you can have a look on a Google Analytics, or you can have a look on your HubSpot. HubSpot has absolutely amazing analytics. That means you can actually see close the deals, lost deals. You can see how many deals are waiting for your answer. Is amazing. But to make it very simple for now, you can just write down every week how many leads you generated. And that's offline, online. That means from all your prospecting activities, what I mentioned. That can be networking, cold calling, or social media. After that, you ask how many times you actually ask for business. That means how many times you deliver your proposal, or you ask someone. And converted clients, because when we will have these numbers, we can actually start to count conversion rate. And I always said how you will improve results next week. Just plan a little bit of, you know, improvement. Like, for example, I want to have 10 more leads next week, or I want to have 5 more clients next week. Just really think about that, what you want to improve. This is super simple. I will suggest to use actually proper tools, but this is the idea of what we can measure. Prepare, prepare, prepare. That's the most important part. Guys, I'm not going probably through, because I was going to show you some study cases, but we have already 1 hour, because that's how I like to talk. That means you have everything in your worksheets, and work on your beliefs, your market, your avatar, the value you're delivering, your offer and all levels of offer, your marketing mix, sales and prospecting strategies, and start to actually measure them and really start to report to yourself, like report what is happening, how your sales actually really is going, and what skills you need to still develop, and create some kind of milestones and numbers, what you want to achieve, and start to measure that. Maybe just put together like the best conversion rate is around 20, like good conversion rate is around 20 or 30%. From warm leads or referrals, it should be at least 60-70%. Like that will be good conversion rate, and really start to look at that if you are doing well in that area. Study cases next time, but yes, you can definitely work smarter, not harder. And that's our goal. But what I was going to say, if you are interested, I actually had to create a bootcamp because of my goal session last time with girls. And they said, look, we don't want to do 1 year program. I do 1 year program. I do, it's actually great. It's 7 modules, amazing stuff, amazing results. People actually growing the business in like first 2 months. But they said, look, we want something shorter. That means if you're interested to do like 2 days boot camp where we will do all marketing, sales, I do set up a few different things for people. Now, basically, of course, we learn about how mindset, and we do a little bit of coaching around that, and how values can direct you, and beliefs, how they can help you. Some success principles and avatar, strategic referral avatar, market research, and your niche. And basically what we do, we create everything from the offer, key value indicators, and KPIs, and marketing mix, and really check your pricing strategy if there is actually match for your market, and if you're on the right market. And after that, I do actually create some kind of automation for people if they need to know how to do it. That means we go through the HubSpot. You set up your HubSpot. That's free stuff. You can have free membership. We go through automation. That means you will have your email automation set up. You will learn how to create your landing page. You don't need to have a lot of landing pages, but have please at least one, and continue offering something online that people can sign up or get your leads on Facebook. Lead generation on Facebook is super cheap. You can just start advertisement, do it forever. I will show you all these because it's so important. And I'm getting leads every day. And over Christmas, when people say, no, don't do anything, you should have break, everybody has break. I was running 3 weeks campaigns and I got 65 new leads and they're becoming my clients. That means it is actually working and it didn't cost me that much money. That means you don't need really massive budget for advertisement. You just need to choose the right one for yourself. That means we will do all that stuff. And basically after that is ongoing support when we have weekly reports and we really measure the conversion and sales. And if there is something that is missing or we need to focus on, we just focus on that. And we have like a laser session calls and stuff that, because I want you to be good in everything what you need for your sales and for your marketing, because without sales, we don't have business. And without, revenue, without cash flow, we don't have business. And I know it's sad because I know the time right now for a lot of businesses wasn't really good, but I believe when we don't need to pivot, but really, really change the strategies and go a little bit online. It's not that hard. You can learn yourself. You can, hire someone, but I always say, when you want to hire someone for your social media management, please just learn something by yourself, because I did that mistake. I paid so many people from different countries, from Australia, and they didn't deliver any leads. And I didn't know, I couldn't explain how, why. That means now I learn everything. I do it by myself. Now I actually teach my social media managers how to do it. And I will just suggest to do that because you can, waste a lot of money there. But anyway, that means that's the idea of the bootcamp, that girls just decided to do it this way. And the price is basically super cheap anyway. It's 2 days. Next time is 2 Sundays, and next one I'm actually running this Sunday 6th of February and Sunday afterwards. That means if you want to join straight away and quickly, you can join. And the deposit is $600, and after that another $600 payment. That's already including GST. I didn't put all price up because the bootcamp probably will grow in March or April. The price will go up. But if you want to do it straight away and you want to grow your business and you want to do a little bit of online strategies, please just fill the form. You scan the code, fill the form, and I will have a look. I will have a chat with you if this is right fit for you, because it doesn't need to be, and I really want you to know, and I want to know everything about you, and I want you to know about the program. It's really trying to master everything in 2 days and have ongoing support. And I think that's a really good strategy. And it was actually coming from clients. That means there was pretty good feedback, how they kind of develop their own program, what is absolutely great. And I really value your feedback as well. That's why. Guys, if you want to do it, please scan the code. There is still just form with a few questions, and I will connect with you. We will have a chat. We can have chat over Zoom or call, or we can catch up on a call, probably in coffee shop if possible. And and you can decide if you want to jump on one this Sunday. Happy to have you. Still, I think 2 or 3 spots available. I actually missed that one. I think it's 2 spots available. And the other one is starting 25th, 26th of February. Any questions?
Alex, if you've met with somebody and they've more or less agreed to accept your service, and then they say, okay, well then send me the details of what you're going to do and the pricing and so on, and then you do that, and then they start ghosting you. Obviously you follow up, but at what point do you can you give me some insights as to how you handle those situations?
Okay, there are probably two angles on this. Like, first of all, if someone asks me to send everything to you, like if you ask me, like, hey Alex, send me what is the program about, what is the price, you're already sending them proposal without actually talking to them. I don't do it. I'm not going to send you anything without me being on the phone and walk you through and say on the phone, are you in or not? That's all. Basically, what is important, like that's why, for example, I have the form, because I'm not going to connect with people that are not interested, and I didn't tell you everything about the bootcamp. There's so much more, but it's just no point, because if you want to grow your business, you will fill the form and you will talk to me, Because what if we are not good fit for, for each other? And if you don't want to grow your business to $500,000 or $1 million later on, I don't want to work with you if you just see yourself to just make, $60,000 or $80,000 and stay in that kind of like creating the salary for yourself, basically. That's you don't need to coach for that. That means it can be also, mismatch. That means that is the first mistake that I will probably don't do it. I will don't send someone things. If people ask you questions like, what is the price? When is that happening? Tell me more about that and that. You lost. When they ask you a question and you're just answering the question, you already lost. You need to be the person to drive the conversation. You need to be the person to ask questions. When people ask me questions, I already try to ask question with question or answer the question with question. And it's not trick. It's not cheating. It's about, I know I lost them or they don't trust me when they need to ask me all these questions. That means that is the first thing that I will have a look. I will really have a look on your like a sales conversation, how you drive that, and maybe try to change that and see the result next time. The other thing, when somebody is ghosting me, I don't email anymore. Because if they don't want to work with me, they decided to don't answer. I don't want to chase my clients. If they will even join my services, for example, what's the point? You will try to chase them afterwards as well. They will pay and you can't reach them. I'm not interested. My standard is, if you want to work with me, you email me or call me, and you can call me anytime. My email is everywhere. You receive my emails. If someone wants to work with me, they will work with me. If someone don't answer, I'm letting them go and just remind them maybe in 2 months' time, like, hey, I'm doing this for free. If you want to jump on that, that's fine, because they're already in my database. But I'm not thinking about them, that they were not prepared. If they're ghosting you, they're not prepared. You didn't build enough trust. There is something, I always look at myself, that is my, like, it's not a mistake, but I didn't do something properly. That means I'm really having a look how I can do it better, because that person doesn't trust me. That means have a look, think about that. What happened during the process?
Okay, thank you.
No worries. I don't know, is that helpful?
Yes, it is. Yeah, thanks.
Cool. Okay, thanks. Thanks, John. Anyone else has any questions, guys? No. Awesome. Then, yeah, I will wish you a beautiful day and enjoy your week. Hopefully it will be amazing and successful for everyone. And if you want to know more, as I said, scan the code or send me email and let me know how I can help. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Alexandra.
Thank you. No, thank you so much. Thank you for being here and sharing.
Bye.
Thanks. See ya.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Bye.